Welcome to the Reality After Show. I don't know why, but every time I watch that opening video and I'm just like sitting here waiting to do the podcast, and then Johnny's ass pops up on the screen in your big Speedo. I love it. And I want to say this. We are here with special guest Stephanie LaGrossa, and we were talking prior to going on, and I was telling my wife, I'm like, hey, I got to go do a podcast. And I said, remember when we first started watching Survivor, there was like 3 chicks who I was like, babe, these are like the 3, like these are my Survivor crushes.
Oh,
So Colleen, first season, I was all about. I fucking loved Colleen. Then Kimmy,
Sandra,
Kimmy Kappenberg,
sure.
The vegetarian, because my wife's vegetarian, and I loved her. And Stephanie, you were such a badass. Like you were just amazing at the game, physically, socially, strategically, and yeah, I'm super stoked to finally meet you. There's very few people that when we do these podcasts, I'm like, Sheree, I was like, oh God, like this is awesome. Yeah. When we did shit with like Richard Hatcher, there's a few guests we've had that I'm really stoked to have on. So thank you for coming on.
Real quick, if I can address the elephant in the room, Rick Green, before you get banned forever. Sheree was supposed to be here. Sheree's grandmother is 103 years old, and she's not doing well. Sheree is with her mom, with her 103-year-old grandmother. We will have Sheree on, hopefully next week, possibly 2 weeks. Sheree needs to deal with the family situation right now. So our hearts and prayers are with Sheree. Yeah. We're not going to not have Sheree here. You guys have been begging for a cast deal. We're doing a cast deal. We will find out Sheree's picks.
We will. And I can't wait to hear hers too.
And we get to ban Rick. There we go. That was quick.
Yeah. Easy peasy.
So no, we love
thank
Sheree.
You. I'm flattered. Thanks for having me, guys.
Well,
yeah,
listen, Stephanie LaGrossa, when we're talking old school, and I'm thinking of who's a first round ballot. Yes, Sheree Fields is on that list. Stephanie LaGrossa, you're on that list.
So big time.
Boom. You have to be. We need the people that are going to be here to be here. And so, as I said, we drug our feet for a few weeks. Like this is no second place, Stephanie. This is 1A, 1B. You're right there.
I love it. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, listen, you're on the top of my list too, Johnny.
Whoa, we're not there yet. We're not there.
I mean, if we're going to do it, you got to do it right? You got to be on there.
All right. So peek behind the curtain. I was, you see in the description, I was watching the Survivor Specialist. They had Peridiam on. He does amazing videos. I don't think he loves me, but that's okay. I love you, Peridiam, so it's fine. So, and they literally spent 90 minutes trying to figure out the season 50 cast. In the last 90 seconds, they were just like, you know what they're probably going to do? They're probably going to have 3 tribes of 8, a new school tribe, old school tribe, new era tribe. And that's it. And they're like, oh, well, we probably should have figured that out 90 minutes ago. So Thank you, Survivor Specialists. I love you guys. You guys are the best. You guys have been friends of mine forever. Will, we worked together on House of Villains, former Survivor producer. Phil, you've sat right there watching WrestleMania. So I love you guys. Alexa, you're missed. So yes, love the Survivor Specialists. Check them out. If you haven't, click that subscribe button. I subscribe to them. They're awesome. So with that, we did the New Era Tribe, and we had Mike Turner help us out with that. And so we figured out for New Era, I think we finally decided on who was our final. Here we go. Final for the guys, we did 8. We did 4 guys, 4 girls. And then for new school, we did 8. And we're here to old school. And I'm just like, this is impossible. So we're not doing 8, we're doing 10. And Jeff,
still impossible.
But Jeff, if you're watching, this needs to be 3 tribes of 10.
Yes.
It took us 2 podcasts to figure this out. It took 3. It took the Survivor Specialist figuring it out in the last 90 seconds. And then it's figured us out 2 more podcasts to figure out that, yes, there needs to be 3 tribes of 10. It's the only way to make this work. So, but just to go back in time, our New Era tribe is we decided on Emily, Carolyn, Venus, and Dee. but we were told under no circumstance will Emily do it. She will never come back. So we've made we made an executive decision to replace Sydney for Emily. So, and Sydney is nothing but fire and spunk and there to ruin people's games, and I'm here for it. So, and then for the guys, we have Q, Jam, Jesse, and Jonathan. And if any of those don't work out, we love Ricard. We would like Ricard in that spot. But that's our list. And hey, since we're doing 10, boom, Q, Jam, Jesse, Jonathan, Ricard. There's our 5 guys. Mm-hmm. Okay, so for new school, very quickly, we finished once again. This is 4 and 4. We can add to the list. We have Philip, the specialist. We have Malcolm, Tony the goat, and Christian. Because if we've learned anything, Jeff Probst loves that archetype more than anything else.
Yes.
And then for the ladies, we have Abby Maria, Natalie Anderson, Kelly Wentworth, and Angelina.
Solid.
Pretty solid. All right. So now we're talking old school. So we're going to go through 1 through 19. 20 is a returnee season. Doesn't count. So it may influence the way they played. It may influence, but their name will be chosen because of the initial season they were on. Okay. So we're going to throw out some names and we're going to narrow them down. And then at the end, we're going to get our list of 5 and 5. So starting season 1, the one that started it all, Borneo. I will begin if you guys don't. You know what?
Sure.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm a gentleman. Ladies first.
Well, I was supposed to only come up with 1 girl, 1 guy, right?
Yeah. No, you can do as many as you want. We can narrow down from there. I'm looking at some of these seasons. I have 5 names written down.
Yeah, I wrote multiple. Sometimes I have 1. Sometimes I have.
Some I have a couple. Yeah. This one I only have 2, and they're both guys.
That's fine.
I just put Hatch, of course, and Jervis. I love Jervis.
I love Jervis too. Jervis is strong. I'm very happy you did not write Rudy. This would have been very uncomfortable.
Yes. No,
thank you. Thank you. That
is... Well, Richard Hatch, I feel, is on all 3 of our lists because how can you do a season without the first winner? Richard Hatch.
Truth be told, we may not see Richard Hatch on season. Like last I heard, they are persona non grata with one another.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel
because he would be good. I mean, you haven't seen him obviously in ages.
Well, he just did House of Villains season 2, which premieres in October.
I haven't seen that yet.
So, but once again, another reason to put him on.
Right.
I just feel that even if Richard Hatch, I don't think Richard Hatch would go like super deep into the game. I think it kind of be an early boot, but just for me, from nostalgia's sake, when they're doing when Jeff Probst is introducing the characters, he starts out Richard Hatch, first person he introduces.
Right.
And the story, like that would be epic. Richard Hatch is my pick all day long for a male person on that. And who did you? Oh, and then Jervis. So Jervis does rule. I love watching Jervis on Instagram. He always posts funny ass shit. Jervis has come to my house before and hung out. Super cool. I think he's still probably got it physically. I think it's not like he's some old decrepit dude. So I like Jervis. So I didn't write him down initially, but he's a strong one.
I did celebrity boxing versus Lindsay Lohan's dad, Michael Lohan, who is a brown belt because if he beats someone up being a black belt, it's like a felony. So he's purposely a brown belt.
Okay.
In our celebrity boxing match, he purposely didn't show up to the weigh-ins because he outweighed me by like 70 pounds. Mm. And so the gimmick was like I was supposed to get disqualified and like throw my stool like in between rounds and get disqualified. Well, I was so loopy from the first round that Jervis threw in the towel. He was my corner man. He was like, "No, this is not." So I love like Jervis, possibly and probably literally saved my life. So I love Jervis. So I'm with you on those 2, and I like to add to that mix Jenna Lewis. So,
yeah, I like Jenna too.
Jenna, I consider like almost a female version of Jonny Fairplay in terms of the way she plays the game and her sense of humor and all those things. I don't have a sex tape that's out there, but lots of practice. So
nothing documented yet.
What's that?
Nothing documented yet.
No. I'm no. So just on. I have a much like your mansion. I have a huge big screen in my I don't even in my master bedroom. I think it's like 70 by 60 feet. And so it's just broadcast there at night. Pretty amazing. No one's invited over. It's okay. So no. When we're talking about how we envision season 50, and we may be completely wrong. So, but talking, with Mike Turner and with Kelly Wentworth on the previous 2 podcasts and other survivors throughout the survivor community and fans, we really feel this could potentially be like a Legends season. So with it being a potential Legends season, you show that moment that person is known for, and then you show, so Rich, first, you show naked Richard Hatch walking down the beach, and first ever winner, survivor, Richard Hatch. Like that's the moment, and then you show Richard Hatch. Jenna Lewis, she didn't get the tape from home. Like everyone got the tape. Her family didn't send in the tape, and
like a loved one kind of video.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Oh no,
so she was the only one that didn't get it.
Yeah, it will bring you to tears. I mean, because she had her 2 little twins.
Yeah. So that was the first season ever, so no one knew what to expect even.
Yeah.
Right,
so extra
finally gonna get something from home. That's like a big deal.
Yeah. So extra devastating. So once again, so if Jenna Lewis is there's that moment. Jervis, the rats taste like chicken.
Right.
It's a moment. I mean, you think back, Jervis was doing, I want to say, like Sprite commercials. He was doing like razor, like this dude was a pop culture guy.
Right.
So all 3, and that's why this is so hard to narrow this down to 10 people. I mean, we're on season 1 and we got 2 guys and 1 girl that could easily be right there. Right. So I think, are we in agreement on those 3 to make it down a little further?
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
All right. Season 2, Australian Outback. I'll start this one. I got 3 on my list.
Me too.
I feel all 3 of these are no brainers. However, we got to do some narrowing down. I have Jerry Manthe, Colby Donaldson, and Tina Wesson.
That's who I have. Those are my 3 exact.
So how are we?
But it's like
we're two in. We have 6 people.
I know.
I mean, I don't know where Tina is these days.
She's posting videos saying she wants to play, and she was crestfallen that she was not on Winners at War.
Okay.
And honestly, I swapped
Jerry.
Amber for Tina Weston on Winners at War in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Tina's badass. Like I liked her on Blood versus Water. Like the fact that she didn't get even asked or whatever for Winners at War is just disrespectful.
Well, no, I think she was asked. I think she was early. Yeah, she was early in the process.
Okay, okay. Well, that makes me feel a little bit better.
She wasn't like Fabio that didn't get the call.
Okay. I know Tina's older and stuff, but again,
that's a demo.
What's that?
That's a demo. An older demo is like, think about CBS. I mean, sorry, Paramount Plus makes you a little cooler, but let's look back. CBS is the old white people channel.
Yeah, right.
I mean, like that's what it was. Walter Cronkite, like Andy Griffin at 5 p.m. and then Walter Cronkite. Like that was CBS forever.
Right.
So, yes, are they cooler now? Yes. So I'm not saying mean things, CBS. However, those people never went away.
Yeah.
So you do need to cater. I mean, like, why run them away?
These older people, a lot of them don't have like Paramount Plus and stuff. Like my
they have CBS.
They don't have all that. They have CBS.
They have CBS.
Those are the people watching. A lot of them.
It's true. It's true. So again, Tina is one of those people that if she's the first boot, then I'm still cool with her being on the show because I think she is just a great player. She's a winner. And yeah, she's from Tennessee. It's like that Southern, just, country girl. I love Tina. And but I'm the same with Colby and Jerry Manthe.
Well, if I want to move one person down to my definite bracket, I would like to move Jerry Manthe down to. I think that's a you cannot do season 50 without Jerry Manthe.
Agree.
Yeah.
Are you guys okay with it?
Oh, I love Jerry. I've got Jerry on my list. Absolutely.
I got Jerry in my podcast room.
Oh my gosh. That's so
I
great.
do too. I have Jerry right over there.
So great.
Where's mine?
So Johnny's going to get this.
Here's a little story. So I never have really owned any magazines like this. And I went to this antique mall and they had just rows and rows of Playboy. And I looked through them and I found the Jerry Manthe and I found this one.
Yeah.
So these are two classics. I was like, God, like
shared cover. Yes.
Those are
naked
so
for chocolate and peanut butter girls.
Yes. It's super cool.
Yes.
I know, Johnny, was there anybody else in Playboy besides the two issues that I have here?
Survivor.
I want to say it wasn't Sarah from Marquesas, maybe Sarah Jones, but I think she was like I don't know if it was I don't think it was an online thing, but I feel like it was just I feel like for some reason she's done something for Playboy, and then I know Krista from Pearl Islands, she did an online thing for Survivor.
And then I think Amber did like a Maxim. She didn't do
Amber did Maxim.
Remember that?
But this goes.
I was asked to do Playboy multiple times.
You
really
should have said yes.
At the time, I mean, I couldn't do it. I was like working with a children's network, like doing a TV show. And I'm like, if I do Playboy, I'm not going to get this gig on Nickelodeon. Yeah. And
that makes sense. But back to what Johnny was saying, you have to have Jerry Manthe. 2001 cover of one of the most iconic just magazines in pop culture, Playboy. You got to have Jerry Manthe on season 50.
Mine is autographed by Jerry. I wish I could, I'm redoing my podcast studio over there, so I thought it was right here, but like she wrote, "You'll never be the Miz," I think is the autograph. So
yeah,
I have that going for me. All right, season 3, Africa. Once again, Matt, you lead us off on this one.
Oh boy. This is why it's so hard, because I have Lex and Big Tom for the men, and for the women I have Jesse Camacho and T-Bird. T-Bird is awesome. She's always doing crazy videos on Instagram. Johnny, earlier you showed me that photo we have from when we were at Big Tom's with T-Bird. I don't know if she's just a great friend, and she's older, but she's awesome. She's so awesome. Energetic.
She's still got it. Yeah.
And she deserved to play this game again. For those people that play 2 times, 3 times, T-Bird, I want to see her play. Jesse Camacho, who Johnny, you and I hung out with at I
love Jesse, but I
don't
think Jesse has enough days under her belt for.
Yeah, she doesn't. But I'd like to. But Big Tom, Lex, and T-Bird are.
What about Ethan? You don't have Ethan on your list?
I have Ethan on mine.
I love Ethan. I do love Ethan, but if since there's so many
Ethan got a pretty awesome story at Winners at War.
Yeah.
I have Ethan here, but I love Ethan. That's this.
Yeah, I do too. I mean,
so hard.
Yeah, Ethan's one of my best friends ever in the history of Survivor. However, I felt like they gave Ethan a great outro. And I'm sure he would love to play again, but like for people that we're going to get to Sari. I want to see Sari finish the story. I feel like Ethan won Survivor and finished the story.
Right.
Yeah.
And would Ethan do it again, at this point in his life?
Oh, yeah. I talked to Ethan the other day. Yeah.
Yeah? You think he would?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I mean, I've talked to him a little here and there too, and I feel like he's alluded to like, no.
Well, he says
that
that,
could
and then he's just
be,
like,
you
"Oh
know.
yeah. There's money." So
Okay.
Ethan loves it.
Right.
It's his
Exactly.
favorite. Yeah.
But I have to say, I mean, I have Big Tom, Ethan, and T-Bird. I have Lex
Wh-
somewhere else down the line, but
Okay. Well, I can tell you, Big Tom right now can't do it.
oh no. All right.
So,
I
but Big
haven't
Tom's
talked to
great.
him in
Big Tom's
years.
great. We love Big Tom,
I loved him. Like before I knew him, I loved him. Like I was just a fan of him. Like he was just great TV.
And then you met him.
About him. And then I met him and we hung out and I was like, oh my God, I love you even more.
Yeah,
exactly.
Everyone loves Big Tom.
Yes,
so
that's the same way I feel.
If Big Tom could, I would
Okay.
fight pretty hard. I would love Lex one more time, especially if we're at because we're gonna get down to Marquesas. I want Lex and Big Tom battling it out one more, or sorry, Lex and Boston Rob battling out one more time on the same tribe. So of this and then T-Bird. All right, so we've talked about. All right, season, like Jeff said, season 40 or season 41, no more returning players. We're never doing returning players, blah, 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 blah. And then they had that event in Los Angeles, and he was just like, do you guys want returning players? And it was like 100% yes, and we want old school players. Listen to us, Jeff. And so he was like, wow, he goes, well, I guess we're going to do returning players for season 50.
Right.
I feel like that opened the door. And if that opened the door for what a lot of us envision, and we may be completely wrong, but what a lot of us envision season 50, it's a big round number, huge round like that. Like, you think about these numbers in television that are something like extra special. 50 and 100 are those big special numbers. So I think 50 could potentially be legends, but the door's open for fans versus favorites down the road, or second chance down the road, or blood versus water down the road. I feel like those doors are now back open, and I would love to see T-Bird on second chance, and it's not even a fucking vote. She's on it.
Right.
Like where she got screwed on the last second chance when everyone was like, this one was a no-brainer, guys.
Right.
Like, how do you fuck this up?
Right.
So you're saying save her for second chance, and
I want a fan vote for second chance, but you can't even vote for T-Bird because she's already. Well, I mean, if they do a second chance and there is a fan vote, she wins automatically.
Right.
But I would just say, hey, we fucked up last time. Don't worry, guys, we got this one. She's on. Vote the next 19 people on.
So do we come into agreement to narrow this one down that Lex is the sole person from this season?
I like Lex, but I don't know if Stephanie's.
I like Lex.
Yeah, I'm fine with Lex. I have Lex somewhere else, but I mean I have Ethan too here. You got Ethan somewhere else?
I feel like Ethan finished his story for me. As I said, I love.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. You said that.
So
all right, yeah, let's go Lex.
Okay, let's move in. As I said, we're gonna once they're moved down doesn't mean anything because like we have to eliminate from the move down stack as well.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. Next, Mark.
You guys do 4 and 5. I don't have much on this except one person.
Marquesas. So I'll begin. I have Boston Rob and Bischoff.
Okay. All right. I got Rob. I forgot about Bischoff actually.
Well, Bischoff won. And should it once again another person that no disrespect to Amber or Boston Rob, like how do you not have Bischoff on the?
But here's the thing: how many winners are they gonna have? They're not. Or you think it doesn't matter?
I think there's gonna the way we've been casting this, we're doing 50% people of color. We're doing a third, third old school, third new school, third new era, and we're trying to get like a third winners, so that everything.
There's going to be a lot of winners because I've got a couple more coming.
Yeah, so,
I mean, I got Boston Rob and Bischoff as well. I put John Carroll on the list too.
Okay,
I love John Carroll,
but I don't think that
I want John Carroll. John Carroll once again a first ballot, second chance.
Yeah, but
Second
Boston
chance,
Robin
yeah.
Vecepia.
I like John Carroll too.
Yeah, who doesn't love John Carroll?
Exactly.
and did he get younger since he did Survivor?
I know. Yeah, really.
How's this guy get better looking?
Yeah.
But yeah, Robin Vecepia, I think those two moved to the next bracket.
Okay,
I think we're all in
definitely.
agreement with that.
Okay. All right. So
I mean, does Rob really do? Rob does, right? Is
What's
Rob
that?
really gonna do a 50
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
after Deal or No Deal? And what is he doing now? Probably Traders 3.
Well, probably he did. He filmed it. It wasn't a secret.
But like, really? Okay. I mean, I think you got to go Rob all the way. You can't.
Oh
Have
no,
Legends
I don't.
without.
I don't think you can do season 50 without Boston Rob.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we got two people that we have, Vecepia and Boston Robin, moved down.
Okay.
Okay. Next, Thailand, season 5. Stephanie, you want to start or no?
No, you guys go.
Okay. Matt, do you have which?
I have one person, Brian Heideck.
All
Okay.
Right. I have 3.
I like Brian.
I have 3. I have Brian Heideck, Sheehan, and Skater Rob. Okay, let's be honest. Skater Rob, I love you, brother. I don't think he's making the cut. I would like to borrow his skateboard as my luxury item if I get chosen. Sheehan, I don't even know if she would say yes, or I don't even know what. Like, I did Celebrity
I'm trying.
Family.
Who is she in? Is she Asian?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So I did Celebrity Family Feud with her. We used to hang out when we did events in New York back in the day, but I haven't heard from her in probably 10 years. Brian Heideck, he's got the puppy scandal. It's working against him.
Oh, what's that?
Allegedly, according to his ex-wife or ex-girlfriend, I want to say ex-wife, he shot some puppies in his backyard with arrows. But we had Brian Heideck on the podcast, and he said, A, she was crazy, and B, he had coyotes in his backyard. He thought they were coyotes, and they ended up being the neighbor's puppies.
Oh.
Which could, I mean, I don't know the circumstances, but that's not so much a far-fetched answer.
Right.
It's like, you know what I mean? Like, the other day I had
good with a bow and arrow. Like, what's
I don't. As I said,
does he take like archery on the side? I mean,
Johnny's probably it's probably like an airsoft gun or something.
I don't know. The whole thing seems like a lot. And James Meyer has here at the bottom. I doubt anyone from Thailand will be on. I feel like they've kind of shoved Thailand under the rug.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So once again, I consider all 3 friends. But I don't think Thailand makes the cut. I mean, we're looking at, Heroes Villains doesn't count, and All Stars doesn't count. But we're looking at 18 seasons we're trying to choose from. Not everybody's going to make it.
Right.
Sorry, Thailand. And Tanya Vance, I love you.
I love you too, Tanya.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I love her.
Okay. So next, Amazon.
Yeah. So this was another good one.
Yes, very good. So this is why we got Jonny Fairplay. I had never seen Survivor before being cast. I'm watching all these tapes on eBay, and they're like, "What do you think?" I'm like, "I don't know. I don't really love it. I like the real world." And not the real world itself, but the TV show, because I like more yelling and three ways in hot tubs. And so I brought the yelling. 50%, but yeah. So I watching Rob C play is who I patterned my game after, and who I decided, and that's when I decided that I could play Survivor and I could play the game I wanted to. So huge shout out to Rob C for being the blueprint for what I did. So. And my list, I have Jenna Maraska, winner, Heidi, and Rob C.
My God, those are the 3 I have.
I have Rob C and Jenna Maraska. I didn't put Heidi on there just due to how many people that I've listed.
Sure. I feel like we could move Heidi into either the second chance season or Blood versus Water. Like isn't her husband Cole Hamels?
Yeah, well, they're getting divorced, or it is final. So,
all right. Well, maybe it'll be even better.
So, I mean, that's the thing. I don't even know if Heidi would do it because I remember. I mean, I met her because our husbands were on the same team. I didn't even know her from Survivor, but the story she told me. I mean, she was in like kidney failure after Survivor. Like she got really sick.
Yeah.
So, I have her and Jenna because before, I even knew her, I was a fan of them on that show. And then the whole chocolate and peanut butter thing was hysterical. And then they were in Playboy and all that.
Once again, there's the moment.
Yeah, there it was. There was your hot tub moment. But I don't know Heidi does it. But Jenna, I don't know where's she been. She's coming back into the scene, right?
She was supposed to be at GalaxyCon and didn't make it out. So I don't know. Maybe she's not quite ready to re-enter the scene.
Okay, because she was MIA for a long time, and then I thought she was coming back. And I have also Rob.
Yeah. So So Rob C. I think a lot of people want Rob C. I would like to see Rob C. out there. Yeah. I would. I'm down to move him down. And see and we'll go from there.
Do you think Rob C., knowing that he does his podcast and stuff, would leave?
I think he has stated multiple, like it's even the because for those of you that are paying attention online, Rob has a podcast / Vote 50 on the drop of the where you can vote. He was just like, I got a podcast to run.
So you think he would do it or no?
I don't think he would.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's what he's saying. I mean, does he mean that?
Yeah.
Probably.
And
he probably makes too much money to jeopardize his podcast, but I also think he could benefit from his podcast if he was on the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll move him down for now, and we'll have an asterisk that he has a ridiculously successful podcast empire that he might have to stay there to take care of.
Yes.
I mean, you're gone how long? Like, let's be honest.
2 months.
Weeks? Yeah.
He has a lot of people doing podcasting for him, though. Like, because for example, Johnny,
he has a lot of people, but he's on almost every one of them.
I know, but if he doesn't go to the end, they're going to let him go home. Don't you think? They're not going to keep.
I don't think they're letting anyone go home unless you're Randy Bailey and they.
That was a disaster. He got sent home. I was friggin' with him. That was a nightmare. Oh my God.
We had him on the podcast. It was one of the best podcasts ever. He told the real story of how he got sent home. Holy shit.
He was the worst. He was like we had like fake names. He's like, oh no, we just got voted off Survivor.
Who doesn't love Randy other than production?
He was like the worst. Oh my God. I was like young and following the rules. I was like, shut up. My name's Jesse Fretchett. Shut up.
All right. Season 7, Pearl Islands. Who you got, Stephanie?
I have Jonny Fairplay.
What? Stop.
I have Jonny Fairplay and Sandra. I have 2 people. That's it.
Well, Rupert didn't make the cut for you.
No, because I was on another season with Rupert.
Yeah. Don't love him?
I mean, I just feel like he hated me, and I
don't
know why.
You want to know why? I know the reason.
I was such a fan of him, and I was so excited to meet him on Heroes Villains. And like in front of the camera, he was like, "Arr," and he was all nice, and then the cameras, like, they're always rolling, but if they weren't on him, he was just like miserable and grumpy and I'm like, oh my God, he's one guy when it's on him, and he's a totally different guy, and I'm kind of like always the same, like always.
Yeah, he's one guy with a camera, but he especially he
freaking hated me. He was the reason I went home on day 6. I'm like, I can't.
Wow.
If Stephanie the fan, I would say Rupert, but no.
Here's the deal. So Pearl Islands comes out. Rupert is the face of Survivor. Every commercial, everything. Like if right now with the new era, you just see Jeff. It's like season 47. Here's Jeff Probst.
Right.
So back then it was just like, new season of Survivor coming. even if Rupert wasn't on the season, you saw Rupert.
Right. There was a
That
flash.
meant Survivor.
Yeah.
Well, in starting season 10, they started using this other girl's face named Stephanie.
See, but I feel like they never used me. As much
Yes,
as
they did.
Him.
Yes. We all noticed. And
Really?
and we'd pick on Rupert, and he was just like, I hate her.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
What
You're
an
like
ass.
really gonna be
Yeah.
freaking jealous of some
It was-
24-year-old girl.
Yep.
You know, at the time, like, come
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
That is so crazy.
Why did they replace me with her?
Oh, that's so exactly how he talks. And I still tried to like be his friend on that
Yep.
fucking Heroes Villains.
Yeah, he was.
You know what?
Yeah,
I
he
tried to
was
be the
not
bigger
trying to be
person.
your. He was not trying to be your friend.
He was not.
Yeah, you
So
know,
if-
he wanted. He was like, "See, you should have stuck with me for 10 more seasons."
I mean, let me,
Arr.
so let me.
It
I
was
feel the same way as
side-eye.
Stephanie. Like I have Rupert, Fairplay, and Sandra for my picks, but I will
Yeah.
tell you this:
I don't have a
I was a fan of Rupert, and I met him at a softball charity event that we did. It was with Johnny, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm getting a photo with Fairplay and Rupert. This is fucking awesome." But I was like, there was nothing major that Rupert, like he wasn't like an asshole or anything. But I feel
Right.
like my expectations were so high,
Yeah.
and it just and that they just weren't met. I was kind
It's
of
like he was fake. Like I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited to meet you. I'm so excited to meet him. He was not excited to meet me. He could have cared less that I was a fan of his. He could have cared less who the hell I was. I was like, I think he hates me. We've been here for 30 seconds.
wow.
Yeah,
That's
he hated
crazy.
you. He hated you going in.
He hated me, and I was excited to meet Colby. Like I'd never met Colby. I was excited like to meet.
Oh
Rob.
yeah,
That was, like, really the first time.
Colby didn't make his way down. We're not doing Colby.
Oh, Colby! I have Colby in here somewhere.
I know, but he didn't make his way down to on the bottom. Yeah, we're
Oh,
good.
I had Colby.
But-
Oh yeah, are we not
But
hanging on to
Rupert,
Colby?
like I like Rupert. I would like to see him on Survivor again. I don't have that kind of personal like
Vendetta.
experience you have. Yes, exactly. And I didn't play
Stephanie
Survivor
the
with him.
fan has Rupert on the list.
Okay.
But
All
Stephanie
right, well, let's
now.
go with Stephanie.
Yeah,
Let's move him down, and we
Yes.
can
Yeah.
and we'll see where he ends up.
for
Yeah,
sure.
and then obviously Johnny, you're a no-brainer. I mean, come
Oh,
on.
stop! I mean,
No,
but
really.
tell me why.
I mean, because you really are one of the truer villains, I feel, that ever played this show.
Or the
mean,
first, according to
Seriously.
because Richard Hatch never considered himself a villain, and neither did Jerry Manthey.
So yeah, I mean, you're probably the first real villain of
Wow.
Survivor.
Okay. Well, check out originalvillain.com and see what you see.
Well, you got to be on. Like, here's the deal with you, Johnny. It's like obviously I'm your friend, but I try to look at things from like just a fan. Like I'm not having any personal connections with like any Survivor person that I talk about. I feel that there's a lot of people that love you, and there's a lot of people that hate you still.
Either
Great.
way,
They
you
get
gotta
pissed,
be
but
on.
that is why you need to be on the show.
Yes.
Because people need to hate you and yell at the TV, oh, this asshole they put back on the show, screw this
Right.
guy. You have to have a person you love and a person you hate. And with this whole like Jeff Probst, I'm not putting villains on the show anymore. You're stupid. Because Abby Maria and Jonny Fairplay and so many others,
Yeah.
villain type people is what makes it fun to
Yeah.
root for or against.
I mean, you have to have one. We'll talk more about it, but there's a couple more people that I really didn't like love, but I'm like, you're going to want them on because you're
You
going
gotta
to
have him on.
You know, you got to have them on. And then Sandra, of course, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's the first ever 2-time winner. Come on, she's got to be on there.
Ever. Yes.
Okay. So, and we had her on 2 weeks ago, and she said she'd play. She goes, I'm not saying no, but when Jeff calls, I say yes.
Oh, she would totally do it, I think.
So that means yes.
Yeah. I mean, she is a true fan of the show. She's
Yeah.
like, yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
All right. Next, All Stars. Boom. Next, season 9, Vanuatu. Matt, who do you have on your list?
One person, Eliza. That's
I
it.
mean, so many people loved her. A lot of people didn't like her, but she's another one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like you got to almost have on because you either love her or you hate her.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I got Chris who won't
I have
play
Chris.
again, and he won't play again.
Chris
Eliza.
Daughtry.
Yeah,
Okay.
the singer.
That's who I was thinking. No,
And
I have Chris.
Twyla and Amy, I love.
I have Twyla. I have Twyla, Lee, Chris, and Amy.
Yeah. So
and
Twyla
question mark.
Twyla, I love for a second chance season.
Okay.
First ballot, second chance.
Got it. And then
Twyla
I loved
rules.
Julie, but that's never happening because he dated. She dated.
Yeah. Julie's. And then Amy did fans versus favorites. I don't know. I love Amy. She's one of my favorite people on the planet.
Yeah.
So I feel moving down to the next bracket. I think Eliza.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
You think she'd do it?
Oh yeah. She posted the thing today.
Oh, did she?
To go vote for? Yeah.
Oh, she did.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't see that. I do follow her. Okay.
Yeah. There you go. On Facebook. I don't know if she did Instagram.
Oh, see, I'm like terrible with Facebook. I mean,
I am too. I just happened to be there. So yeah.
Yeah, like if you're scrolling through.
Sure. All right. Season 10. Skip that one. No. All right. If you guys don't mind, I'm gonna start. I got 3 here. I got our guest of honor here, of course, Stephanie LaGrossa. Once again, first ballot. You were the face of Survivor, replacing Rupert. I mean,
that's funny.
I think that alone. Once again, season 50. I think the first 30 minutes is showing some of your favorite survivors of all time. That moment, and then them, and then just showing you you were pagonged. It was it's just you by yourself, and so I think it's a no-brainer there. I have Kobe Archa. We all love Kobe, and then Tom Westman. I don't love Tom Westman personally. Not personally, just as a fan. I've never met him. He's probably a great guy.
Yeah, but, I love Tom. I know him personally, but I don't know that he'd do it either. Okay,
well, Tom, we don't know that he would do. And Kobe, once again, first ballot.
Kobe would do it.
Second chance. I want Kobe Arch on second chances.
Right. Yep.
So
I have Kobe and Stephanie.
We have 18 seasons here. Mm-hmm. Stephanie, you for me, you make it to the next round.
Oh yeah, 100%. And Kobe, he wants to play so bad. I played. Well, obviously, I was a big fan of Kobe's, and then I got to play alongside him at Bob Crowley's Durham Warrior Survival Challenge. Got to spend a lot of time with Kobe. I love Kobe. I think he should have been asked back way before now.
Kobe would have been I wish they had. I wished I had the foresight to know that when I hit for those of you that don't know, because I see all this stuff on social media. So fans versus favorites, when I went back out there, 8 days before I left, Bonaducci threw me over his head, knocked out my front 4 teeth. I had 4 root canals. I had 15 hours of surgery over the course of 2 days, and then 8 days later, I'm out there on the island. So I had mouth guards to use for challenges. So I had a white set and a pink set. It was going to be fun. And then when Jeff's like, the game has begun, and it's just like, but really, how's it? We were looking for the hidden immunity idol. Yowman shoved my head in the side of the boat. My jaw was shattered from the Bonaducci thing. That was game over for me right there. So then so they pulled me for a confessional, and I'm just like, dude, I am dying. They're like, well, you're not getting meds. And I'm just like, okay. I'm like, and they're like, what do you say? Bonaducci knocked your teeth out? I'm like, no, I'm not putting him over on TV. I'm going to say, I want to go home because my girlfriend was pregnant at the time. So that's the story that's out there, the girlfriend that was pregnant. But what really happened was my jaw was shattered. And as I said, they're like, well, you should have said no if your jaw. I was fine as long as I had my mouth guards in.
Yeah,
I didn't think to put my mouth guards in when they're like, come on out, come on out, guys, let's start the game.
Yeah.
So I had my mouth guards. They had them at the challenges for me. So in retrospect, I wish I had said no. It was just like, you know what? This is 8 days ago. Please keep me in mind for something else. Blah,
I was going to say, that's pretty.
And Kobe Archa, well, I guess he hadn't played yet, but he would have 16. Yeah. So Kobe Archa would have been a perfect replacement there. And I apologize for anyone that could have been there that would have been better than what I mean. I guess, you got you got a fun first episode with me, but whatever. So,
Well, there's someone today, Johnny, some asshole put, I think you made a comment or made some post of vote for me for season 50, and someone was like, you quit on Micronesia, but that's why I like you telling the story, which you've told 1,000 times on our podcast.
Yeah, I don't like telling it because I feel like I've told it enough, but apparently people, they're like, oh, and they're like, and then you have people, they're like, no, he quit because his fiance was pregnant. I'm just like, oh, I was like, A, I hadn't even proposed yet, and B, it's not, I just wanted.
And C, you don't get to go home unless you're Brandon Hance or someone that has a mental breakdown and they send your ass home, but you don't get to go home.
Right.
So, like, you're on Ponderosa. So
I know. I was just trying to tell a good story for television. So
right.
But yeah, I had Kobe and Stephanie. But Stephanie moves on. Kobe is second chance.
I like Kobe for second chance, and or fans versus favorites 3.
Yep, I'm
because we love him.
Yes,
he definitely needs to come back at some point.
Yes,
for sure.
Yes, and once again, that's another person that gets younger every day. All right. So next, Guatemala. I just have step now. Returning season, you don't count.
I don't have my name down for either of them.
I wrote down names, but I don't I don't like any of these for a season 50. I thought Danny was not good on season 40.
Well, I feel like didn't Danny have something similar to happen to her, kind of like what happened with me? Like they just got rid of her so early?
No, I felt like I saw enough of her that I was good.
Oh, really? Okay. I only watched part of that. I really need to go back and watch that.
Yeah. And then Rafe, I think, maybe I think he could be in the balloting for a second chance.
I mean,
perhaps.
I have Rafe. It's just like, where in the world is Rafe right now, right?
Yeah.
Like he's some big screenwriter somewhere. I don't even know, in some other like he's all over, but he was amazing.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, he's great.
He's
one of my favorite characters on that season. But I'm just like, does Rafe even know that Survivor's a TV show at this point?
And do we have Bobby John anywhere here? Because these
I have Bobby John, but I don't have him for. I mean, like I wrote down names to consider, but I'm just like no. And then I love Judd. And
I love Judd. I love Judd.
So, but I think Judd is, like maybe like a second chance type deal.
Yeah.
I had Brooke Struck. I think
Brooke's amazing.
Yeah, so I had her, but I wrote her down because I like her. I don't think she would be considered for season 50, but just
maybe like a second chance or something.
Right. Exactly. 100%.
Yeah.
Okay. So once again, 18 seasons.
I have Amy. Remember the cop, Amy? I loved Amy.
Nope.
Remember Amy from Boston? Oh my gosh.
Sure don't. I'm not a big Boston guy. I'll be honest.
Okay. But again, maybe not for 50 kind of thing too. Maybe like a second chance. All right.
Sure. All right. Next, Panama. This is a big one. Holy moly. So if you thought that Australia was bringing people, you thought Pearl Islands was bringing people, I got some people right here. Stephanie, you want to start?
I mean, I have Suri, Shane, and Terry.
There you go.
I mean,
I have Suri and Shane Powers, which Shane Powers should have been on second chances.
He should have been on second chance, and I think to right the wrong from the first second chance, I have a fan vote for like let's say there's 20 people, 2 tribes. No fan vote for T-Bird. No fan vote for Shane Powers. Their team captains, schoolyard pick.
Yeah,
there you go.
I'd be down with that.
How great is that?
Wow, did.
So they don't even have to get the votes. They're just automatically in. Schoolyard vote those 2.
Yeah.
No one would have a problem with that.
No.
But Suri, I think we all agree, is like a Boston Rob.
She's got to come back. This will be her 4th season or 5th?
I think 7th. I think
7th.
I think she's played 6 times, but she's got a interesting story.
She has not played 6 times. I think she played 4. I think she played 4.
It seems like 7, but
okay, hold on.
Well,
how many times has Suri played Survival?
It's probably 4.
It's trying to
4?
call Surrey. So someone in the chat will tell us.
Okay. Somebody let us know.
The Surrey moves down. She's the sole person.
Surrey for sure. Shane, I love.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked watching Terry too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Terry's someone we have to strongly consider because I feel like Jeff loves Terry. And you know what? Here, Surrey's played 4. Thank you.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I like Terry for Blood versus Water with his son.
Yeah. And that's another thing. You got to see who else is on because they're not going to have 2 Terry types. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So but I like Terry on Blood versus Water once again to finish that story.
Yeah.
So because they've been pretty good, up until not bringing people back for 10 seasons, but up until they have been good at finishing those stories.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Season 13, Cook Islands. Woo! There's some heavy hitters here. We have. I'll start this one. I got Yul, Ozzy, Parvati, and Penner, and they love all 4 of these people.
I have Yul and Parv, but I have Ozzy somewhere else too.
I have Ozzy and Parv. I think
Penner was good too.
He was. Penner's great.
I mean,
but I feel that Ozzy was one of the original, like Joey Anglem played a game like Ozzy, right? Like just that. I want to swim and find fish and do cool stuff. And Malcolm was like that Ozzy type. I think Ozzy, after Kobe Donaldson, Ozzy was like the next real, like badass, like dominant male. I think Ozzy has to be on season 50, even though I think production hates Ozzy.
Do they use OnlyFans against Ozzy?
I don't think so. I really don't. I mean,
I feel like if this was Peacock, they're like, no. I mean, like we encourage it, but like CBS, Paramount Plus,
is he still on OnlyFans? Does he still do it, or?
I mean, I don't think that it matters if he still does or not. Right. I think he does.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, people got to make money.
I mean, like that's where it's 2024. Like I feel like you're worse by saying that he can't.
Exactly. Like, come on.
But here's the deal. So
you can't discriminate.
I will say this, and you have and look at through this lens. All right. So in WWE, everyone's like, we want China in the WWE Hall of Fame. And China deserves to be in the WWE Hall of Fame. Mm-hmm. And Triple H, who used to date China, he was just like, China's not going to the WWE Hall of Fame. He goes, does she deserve to be? Yes. However, if you Google China, the first thing you see is that. We're a family company, and we can't announce someone going into our Hall of Fame, and you Google them and you see that. We will not. So,
which, by the way, I'm Googling that shit right now. I want to see what pops. What do I say?
I'm on my phone, so now I got to go look this up.
CHYNA, is that what you would put, Johnny?
Yeah.
So, it's pretty amazing.
So you feel like it's a similar thing with Ozzy?
I feel
like CBS wouldn't want to be
like, as I said, if this was NBC or Peacock, I feel like they don't care. Right. I feel CBS, as we mentioned before, they are an older, more conservative network.
Right.
So, and WWE of all people, I mean, they used to have, everything like, they had corpse screwing and all this, everything,
like anything
they've ever done. And they're just like, we will never put China into our Hall of Fame.
Wow.
So if they're saying that,
because he was a big face of the franchise, but Yul is like one of those good old boys.
Well, Yul was in the sexiest people at People magazine.
Yeah.
So, you didn't finish season 40?
No, I got to go back and watch that.
Yeah. I don't, Matt. How do you feel Yul did on season 40? I thought he was good, not great.
My kids would call him an NPC, like a video game. Like he was not Like, I'm totally cool with him, but I just don't feel like he made any impact one way or the other.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think season
I didn't
40
watch
is like
that.
happened at a different time. Like, I don't think, I don't know. Ozzy, I mean, I say we keep him on the list, but on a little asterisk next to him, Poverty, 100%.
Yeah, I mean, Poverty's definitely going to make the cut.
Poverty's on the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
I have Jimmy the cat. I need to let in. Give me one second. So next is is Fiji. I'll let you guys begin.
All I have, Stephanie, for season 14 is Earl Cole.
I got Earl, but I also liked Mookie. You remember Mookie?
I'm gonna Google search Mookie right now. I like
Mookie. Mookie, it might, he might be better fit for like a second chance.
Yeah, I think that's one of the. If I don't remember them right off the bat, not that it matters, but
oh my gosh,
Jimmy the cat.
Oh, hi, kitty cat.
Oh my God, my kids.
Okay, I see Mookie Lee.
Remember Mookie?
Yeah,
Mookie lived in Chicago. He's great. So
I like Mookie, but I
like Mookie for a second chance season.
That's what I think. But what about Yao Man?
I like Yao Man too. I don't appreciate Yao Man shoved my head into the side of the boat. And I felt Yao Man physically like
he's got to be older now though.
Well, so I'm doing the GalaxyCon tour. We're doing Survivor challenges with the fans across the country, and we were trying to squeeze in San Jose a few weeks ago. And or I guess for next week, but it just too short a time crunch. And I was just like, hey, and Yao Man's like, I don't know, like, I'm getting older, Fairplay, I can't do the challenge. I'm just like, it's just puzzles, dude, relax. so if Yao Man's concerned about GalaxyCon challenges, I don't think. I mean, because season 50, I think the challenges are good. I think they're going to steal from Australia. I think they're finally going to reinvent the wheel and give us some kick your ass challenges.
Probably. Yeah.
So, and Johnny,
before we get into the final showdown, do we have a word from our sponsors? And we will be right back with the finale of our picks.
We do.
Mm-hmm.
Coming to Cary's Coca Booth Amphitheater, it's the legendary Roots crew. That's right, the Roots are coming to Cary, North Carolina, Friday, August 30th. And they're not alone. Special guest Macy Gray. This is benefiting the K-Yao Cancer Fund. So get your tickets now. That's right, go to etix.com. That's etix.com. Or come to the venue box office. It's Coca Booth Amphitheater in Cary, North Carolina, Friday, August 30th. The Roots. See you there. Hey, I'm going to be there.
Yes.
So, Matt, you might be there. It's the Roots.
Possibly. Oh, yes.
Hey, Macy Gray. So, yeah, get your tickets. Coca Booth. If you've never been to Coca Booth Amphitheater in Cary, North Carolina, it is the most beautiful venue I've ever been to in my entire life. I've seen Billy Strings there. I've seen, God, who all have I seen there? I took my kids to Kids Bop there.
I have never been there. And my husband just went for a baseball tournament with my son in Cary, North Carolina. He loved it.
It's so beautiful. It's got like a waterfront side. It's so, oh my God, the food there. It's the best food you'll ever have at a concert venue of all time.
Really?
So yeah.
Is Sandra going? She lives in North Carolina.
I'll hit her. If you want to go, I can get talk. Let's talk. We'll talk. Okay, let's finish this. Okay. All right. So yeah, from Fiji, I have Yao Man, Earl, and Dreams. I don't think they're dealing with Dreams anymore.
I don't either.
I would love Dreams on a second chance. Mm-hmm. I think it would be fun. I think Dreams is an awesome person. Earl, I don't feel like I don't even think Earl got the call for 40.
So he's definitely not getting the call for 50. So I don't think we have anyone from this season on.
Okay. All right. Well, get ready because we're about to load them up again. China season 15. Whew. I got plenty of names. I got Todd. I got Lunch Lady Denise. I got Gravedigger James. I got Courtney Yates, and I got Amanda Kimmel.
They're all good.
Okay.
They're all good. James was another one that hated me on the friggin' Heroes Villains, and he was out to get me. I mean, well, it was like it was like Amanda, James, and Rupert, they were like in together. So like once Rupert like nixed me, they all nixed me.
Oh well, Rupert lays down the law, and whatever if he's in line, like they are dead to us.
And that's what happened. So I was like me with like Tom and Colby, but we like didn't have enough because you know numbers.
You had ARG.
I have Gravedigger James, Amanda, and Courtney. And I think Gravedigger James has to be on.
I would love
if this happens, you guys, and I'm on. What the fuck?
You have friends. You're good. Hold on. Oh, okay. Dan Monchel, thank you. Here we go. Dan Monchel, rumor and innuendo. Earl was supposed to be on 40, but his wife had surgery a couple weeks before. Okay, so I wasn't sure. So Earl could be back in the mix.
Carries on. We got to keep him on for now.
Well, he's in the mix. Okay.
I've got Todd and Courtney.
But Todd, I do not think got the call for 40.
Oh, really?
But who doesn't love Todd right now?
I know, but then he's going to be on like a second chance or something. He probably wouldn't be asked for this, right?
I don't know. I feel like he deserves
Courtney,
to be on Lunch Lady Denise. They're done with Lunch Lady Denise because of the whole fiasco. And it was crazy because she was fired from her job. So they gave her the money because she was fired from her job, and their job was like, oh well, she wasn't technically fired, even though she was like because the school was trying to not look bad. So then she never got the money.
Oh no!
But she was like a severance fired.
She never got.
No.
Wow.
Because the school contacted them, they're just like, no, it was a redundancy thing. It was not blah 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 blah.
No.
And it was just like it was. So no, it was just the school trying to save face, and they made her look like crap.
That's lame.
Just to protect themselves. So horrible.
I liked her.
Everyone loves Denise. She's great.
And if you're a patron, we probably told a Denise story once or twice.
Oh yeah, we have Denise stories.
Yes.
Yeah, we have great Denise stories. And if you ever need a joint, she's got one for you.
Good old Lunch Lady.
It's legal in Virginia. We're good here, and Ohio. And is it legal in Florida?
I think so. At this point, yeah. I mean, we got those dispensaries everywhere.
Yeah, there you go.
The card.
Even if it isn't.
At this point, anything goes, right? In New Jersey, I know it's legal. I was just there with my kids. They're like, what's that? I'm like, oh, don't worry about it.
Yeah. Todd would not be eligible. I guess second chance, you couldn't have won to be on second chance. Hey, you know what? I love Todd for 50. I love Blood versus Water. Him and his husband. I think would be great.
There you go. Okay.
But anyway, but I'm still down for Todd in the lower bracket. So I'm not done on the Todd fight. Courtney Yates. Do we all want Courtney Yates?
I got Courtney on here.
Yep.
And all right, Courtney. And I love Gravedigger James, so we'll see.
Me too.
James.
Yeah, even though he's coming after you.
I mean, he said sorry. It was just.
Oh, there we go. So, yeah, Amanda, where are we at on Amanda? I feel like we've seen Amanda play the Amanda game.
She's been on quite a few times. What was she on? 4 times?
Has she?
I think she's been on like 3 or 4 times too.
I think she's been on 3, but I feel like she's played the same game 3 times.
Okay.
So yeah, I say Gravedigger James and Courtney Yates get bounced to the next round.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Those
Next,
two look good.
Micronesia. So no returning players are eligible because you had to gotten on before. So the new players, I feel like Eric Reichenbach is the only one that could be up for consideration.
Mm-hmm.
He did not get to finish his story, but like, does Eric hate Survivor at this? I mean, he does do the pictures every week, so I think he still likes Survivor.
I have Eric on the list, but I because I played against Eric on Survivor Caramoan, and when I watched it back, he was non-existent as a player. They did not. His edit was like not like literally non-existent.
Yeah. Well, here's the deal with Eric. So once again, season 50 is going to be if it's how we potentially envision it, it's those moments. Think about one of the greatest moments in the history of Survivor.
Oh yeah, Eric should be on.
Him giving up immunity, like that's a moment,
right?
So we'll bump him down. So season 17, Gabon. I got Sugar, Bob, Randy, Corinne, and Kenny.
I got Bob, Corinne, and Sugar.
Kenny, I think can we bump Kenny to second chance?
Yeah, I don't have him.
I don't have him legend status. Corinne is so great at being evil, mean, and nasty, but I feel like her future is probably more House of Villains and Traitors. I feel like
do you think they have a Corinne and a Courtney? They're not gonna have both, so they're too similar.
I feel like Corinne would be better. I think Corinne would prefer a mansion more so, a mansion or a castle Traitors. More so than So Traitors are House of Villains.
But would Sugar do it, you think, again?
I don't know where Sugar is with the production love. So I'm willing to move her down because I think Sugar is great television.
Yeah.
I love Sugar. I also have my good friend Marcus Lehman on there.
That's very sweet of you, but
yeah, I don't think he'll go. But he was actually on Rob C's list of people. Okay. Yeah, he was literally on their list. But I just want to give him a shout out, Marcus. I
love giving shout outs to my friends too. Going back to Pro Islands, shout out to Rhino and Burton. I would love to see both of them on.
Oh, I do like Burton actually.
On a second chance season. I think they would both be great.
Yeah, I don't think Marcus makes it for 50, but I mean Corinne, honestly, I think Corinne beats out Courtney Yates. I think Corinne's
No, not with the fandom. They love Courtney Yates.
Yeah.
So Rob Queen. She got that Rob Queen status.
Yeah.
All right. So next, Token Chins. We're almost done, folks. The 4 I have written down are JT, Coach, Tyson, Taj, and Stephen Fishback. Taj, I love more than life itself, and she would go back. I've talked to her. I don't know how the stars have aligned that me and Taj George are great friends, but we are, and it's one of the most amazing things that's ever happened from Survivor. That I sit and sing SWV songs with Taj George, losing my mind, but it happens. And Taj is like, you ever need to lose weight? Survivor's great. And she was like, I'm always looking to lose weight. So she's down. But I think Taj would run second chance. And I would love to see the Taj and either T-Bird Alliance or the Taj and Shane Powers Alliance. I'm here for all fucking day long.
Oh yeah.
So I'm moving Taj there. Fishback, I don't know. I feel I like Fishback a lot. Like I like him more in real life than I like him in the game. And I liked him in the game, but I really like him in real life. He's fun. Is he a season 50 guy? I don't know. But he's not a second chance guy because has he played twice or no?
I think he has.
He played second chances, right?
I think he did. I think Fishback. I have Tyson, Coach, JT, Fishback, and Taj. Fishback, if I'm looking at the dudes, Tyson and Coach to me 100%.
I have Tyson and Coach.
I think Tyson and Coach are the heavy hitters here going into
they both obviously want to play again.
Yeah.
Look at their social media. They're totally
well, there we go. Marcus Thompson said Fishback say would never play again. There we go.
Okay,
yeah.
All right. Well, that makes
sense. And JT, you think he would play again? In fact, I was just at a wedding. I was at a good friend's daughter's wedding, and he was at the wedding.
Really?
And I have not seen him since Heroes Villains. Yes, and he's like not on social media or anything.
Yeah. What do he look like? Was he fat?
He's gained weight. He's fat.
Is he fat like Malcolm or fatter?
He had a belly. He had a little belly, but he's not in the shape he was in when he was on Survivor.
So he's Malcolm fat. Malcolm moved to North Carolina. Did you know that?
He did?
Yes.
I did not know that.
I know.
Wow.
I got to hit him up. I got to stop calling him fat on the podcast.
But no, I wouldn't say he's fat. I would not say he's fat, but he's like, he's older.
He's got a
now,
dad
he's
bod,
got-
probably.
Yeah,
He's got
dad
a
bod.
dad bod. Yeah,
Yeah.
just like my husband. There you go.
Yeah,
There you
Jonny Fairplay runs 5 to 6 days a week to eliminate these low carb IPAs. Okay, relax, folks. I can call.
You know
people
what?
fat.
I gotta start running. I haven't been running. You're putting me to shame.
You bet. Tell your man start chasing you, girl.
Please, he would never catch me.
See, there you go. There you good. All right, well, he's caught you a few times.
That's
I've seen your Instagram. All right, so we got
moving on.
Coach and Tyson. All right, season
Coach and
19
Tyson.
Samoa, our last one. Here we go. All right, Stephanie, who do you got on your list?
I got Russell.
Okay.
You got it. I mean, come on.
Okay.
I have Russell Hance. I have Dave Ball. Dave Ball would not be on there, but
Dave Ball, second chance all day long. Please, dear God, make it happen.
yes, he's just an interesting character. He's been on our podcast before a while. But Russell Hance, love him or hate him, we've had him on the podcast. He's definitely called me many times drunk and leaving voice messages. He goes just like Johnny. I think he goes through I'm like, hey Johnny, I got a missed call from Russell. Yeah, so did I.
Yeah,
so,
and we look and see who gets the call first. It's yes, Matt gets the call before I do.
Russell Hance, if I'm judging this as a fan of the show before I even played Survivor, I was like, wow, this Russell Hance dude, no one's played like this guy before. I thought at the time, I loved watching him play. So based off of that, he should have won that season, in my opinion. And I would like to see him play again. Now,
I don't think
after
he should have won because, no, he should not have won because on that season, going into the final four, he lied and said he was a millionaire, even though he was not a millionaire. And I think a lot of people were like, okay, well, if you already have $1 million, then why do you need another $1 million? We did.
Yeah.
So no, he did not. He deserved to win the season if he didn't lie and said he already had $1 million.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But Russell Hance, I don't think they'll have Russell Hance play.
I don't, not so fast, but I don't know.
But I would like to see him play.
Yeah. I don't know where they stand on that, but
yeah. What's our guess? What's our guess? I mean, like, I know of at least one show, maybe two, in which production like that I've talked to about, being on their shows, and they told me they felt he was canceled.
And Survivor's definitely not going to have him on.
Yeah. So, but I mean, at the same time, season 40, they had the episode before season 40. That was a look back at the first 20 years of Survivor. Okay. And on that episode, they featured the greatest moments in the history of Survivor. I did clock it out. I received 2 minutes and 6 seconds of airtime, the most of anyone on the show. Second was Boston Rob. Third was Russell Hance, and fourth was Parvati.
Wow.
I don't know.
So for all you people that are like, you're on Jeff's list. You're not. Okay. Well, Jeff said I wasn't on his list before Micronesia, folks. So we can stop that. So, okay. Mm-hmm. So that was an interview from 2005 or something. And I came back in 2008. So stop that. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, if you're showing this guy the third most of any Survivor ever,
then they're probably fun to put him on.
They're probably going to bring him back.
But there's only so many spots, so that's worrisome. Because if they bring him back, they might not bring you back.
We're not the same. I mean? We're not the same person.
I know you're not the same person, but if you're just going to look like, okay, we need.
No, but if you're looking at they look
Do you
back.
know what I mean? You guys both play the kind of villains.
They'll look at.
They're only going to pick one of you. It's going to be. It's almost like.
I don't think so.
Like Parvati and I
look back at the
also were
first-
not the same person, but I don't know. Would they have both Parvati and I on? I don't know.
Yes.
You think?
Yeah.
do.
I look back at the first 20 seasons. I got 2 minutes and 6. I got more airtime than anyone else. I feel like I'm a lock.
Right.
Okay. The guy that got the third
I
most
feel like
amount
you're
of
more
time,
than
I think is
Russell,
also
especially if
a
Russell's
lock. I don't
canceled.
think it's the same spot at all.
I
Right.
think honestly, then as you guys are talking through this, I think Russell's kicked out. I think
Yeah.
Russell's burned too many bridges.
That's
Johnny
yeah.
Fairplay, you're the obvious choice. And
Really?
as much as I would love to
Yeah, I
see
don't think they'll have
Russell
him.
Hantz play, because the people that hate Russell Hantz and want to cancel him or whatever want to see Russell come out and get voted out first and watch him cry in a confessional. So you would want that for TV,
Right,
but
it'd be
I
great
don't think he's
TV.
gonna.
I
don't
don't think they're
he's
going to give
gonna
it to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rupert's trying to cancel me. I'm worried.
yes. He already did. He canceled you day 6.
He canceled me on day 6.
Yeah,
Kira's
kick out.
villains.
Kick out, Steph. You're good. All right. So yeah. Also on that list, I have Laura Moret and Shambo, but I don't think. I think we got a good Laura Moret story with the finish with her daughter, and then Shambo. I put Shambo on second chances.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There you
Yeah.
go.
Okay. All right. So let's narrow down our list. We
I was
have a
gonna
few.
say, so where are we? I gotta write this down in case I'm on. I gotta start strategizing. Let's go.
I'll send you. So all right. So here's our final female list. So let's narrow these
Okay.
down to 5. I have Jerry Manthe, Vesepia, Sandra, Eliza, Stephanie, Sari, Parvati, Courtney, and Sugar. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9. Okay, so looking at this list, production didn't love Sugar at the end. Sorry, Sugar's off my list.
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
Okay, I feel Sari and Parvati are. Sorry, Stephanie. I think you, Sari, and Parvati. Nope, sorry. I think Sandra, Stephanie, Sari, and Parv are locks.
Wow.
That's just how I feel. However,
yeah.
but we have to keep in mind we have to do 50% people of color. Okay, so
Well, we got Sandra is
Sandra
Spanish.
and Sari.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then you and Steph, you and Parv are not. Ooh.
It's gonna come down to Jerry or Vesepia.
This is the thing with something like this is so difficult to do, is like, if I think this should be the best of the best no matter what color, etc. Because like I would hate to go out there and be like on the show and only be picked and bump out someone like Poverty or something because they were having to fill a certain thing. I think this should be the best of the best, no matter what, fan votes or however they do it. So if this were up to me, looking at our list that we have, I have Sandra, Steph, Parv, Jerry Manthe, and Sari.
I think
we're talking legendary players.
I think those are the heaviest hitters.
I do too.
Yeah, that's great, Jerry. Yeah, so then Eliza's out and Vesepia is out.
And Courtney's out. And Courtney's out.
Yeah, I mean, that's why this is so tough, especially with this old school stuff, is because there's so many great players. But now that we're so narrowed down, I think Sandra, you have to have Sandra.
Yes.
You have to have Parv. Then Sari, get off the couch. This is like, she's like the most, she's the poster child of why you should get out and apply to play Survivor.
Right.
Like I love it. And then Jerry Manthe is like one of the original villains that we're not so sick of, that's been on the show 100,000 times.
Right.
And then you, who played Traitors and has played, you know what I mean? Like, you are still like a badass that you can go up against any other competitor, male or female, in my opinion, Stephanie, and hold your own.
Yeah.
You're not 24 anymore. but that doesn't
Right.
matter. I feel like
She can
I
beat
would
me in
put
a
my
challenge.
money on you that you're going to fucking kill it.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to train hard, but thank you.
Yeah. So
All
that's
right.
where I
So
stand.
we have Jerry, Sandra, Stephanie, Sari, and Parv. Okay. Well, let's just leave those for now, and let's see where we're on the other side.
Okay.
All right. I feel like Boston Rob's a lock.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is Jonny Fairplay a lock?
I would say so.
I feel like you would have to be honest.
Well, I mean, you have the moment. You have the dead grandma lie. It's a moment.
It's one of the most. Put it this way: everyone listening to this podcast, if you're obviously a fan of Jonny, probably if you're listening, but if you're not, listen. I have been in big public places, sports events, concerts with Jonny Fairplay. Jonny Fairplay, anytime I'm with him, gets noticed, approached. Holy shit, it's Jonny Fairplay. Like he's a fucking god. So in the grand scheme of things, ain't nobody messaging or coming up to Jam Jam or Chris Underwood at the baseball games. It's Jonny Fairplay.
Right.
When I tell somebody, they meet me oh, hey man, how you doing? You're on Survivor. Yeah, I do a podcast with Jonny Fairplay. Oh, the dead grandma guy. You
Right.
transcend Survivor into reality television, pop culture history. You are a shoe-in on season 50. If they don't put you on, they're stupid. If anything, they put you on for people to root against your ass.
Right. It's either way. It doesn't matter.
Boston Rob and Jonny Fairplay, the end. 2 out of the 5, you're in.
Okay. Who else? Who we got? We got Rupert. I mean,
I think Rupert's out.
I mean, put it this way. I don't think that Survivor wants to put Sandra, Rupert, and Jonny Fairplay on the same season.
That's true, too.
So I think we've seen enough of Rupert. Rupert won the $1 million fan favorite cash prize. Rupert has a lot of stuff going on.
Which they stopped doing when I was on.
Yeah. But I say Rupert.
Okay, so
I think he's an alternate. Okay.
I feel like he's out.
All right, well, I took him out. All right, I think Ozzy's in.
You do?
I do.
Okay. Well,
and we're getting our people of color. We got.
I was gonna say, what about you're gonna have then? Wait, you think Coach is out? There's not gonna be a coach or a Lex?
I don't know.
Here's I'm just thinking out loud. This is the hardest one that I've had to do.
Yes.
I feel that Ozzy is out because of OnlyFans.
Really?
I feel that Lex is out. I feel that who is the other person? Coach has to be on. Coach and Tyson to me are two
one
people.
of them.
But Coach and you can only have one of them.
Who?
I have
Coach or Tyson.
Then I have Coach because I feel like I love Tyson. He's super active on social media. He does a podcast. He's super into it. But I feel like Coach is hanging on to his long hair. It's getting gray. He's getting old. The time is ticking. I think Tyson won Survivor. Tyson has a great thing going on with podcasting and pickleball and poker. I think that we have to have Coach on the show.
So Ethan's definitely out. Because now you're not.
I think Ethan's out.
Okay.
This is so tough. I hate this.
What about
if I'm casting? I'm
Hatch is out. Hatch is out then.
Yeah. I don't think Hatch was on the good list with them.
All right.
So we have Boston Rob, Jonny Fairplay, and Coach so far.
Yeah.
So you got Earl. You're gonna have to definitely Earl.
Gravedigger James.
Gravedigger James.
I put
Gravedigger James and Ozzy.
What about and Jervis? You think he's out?
Ooh. We need representation from the first season.
This is what Stephanie,
really
great point. I think you.
Thank you.
I think you have. Yes, my thing right now. So you have Boston Rob, Jonny Fairplay, Coach, Gravedigger James, and Jervis. Because as much as we want to see Russell Hantz and Ozzy's OnlyFans could potentially get him out of the running. And I feel that Russell Hance's shit that he has said online, and the fact that the reason that Survivor Caramoan my season's finale did not have pre-jury on the stage with everyone else is because of Brandon Hance and Russell wanting to like beat up Philip Shepard. There's a big drama. If you watch my season, Brandon Hance went crazy. I think the Hances are banned, and I think that I think Earl Cole is out. I think the two representation people of color are Gravedigger James and Jervis.
And no Yule. You don't think Yule?
I just think if I'm as a fan of
I
Survivor,
think Ozzy makes the cut.
I have Ozzy as a maybe down here.
Yeah.
Now
I have
gotta
Boston
start
Rob
preparing mentally, Johnny.
I have Boston Rob, Coach, Ozzy, Jervis, me.
That's what I have.
Hold on. Say it again.
Boston Rob, Coach, Ozzy, Jervis, me.
Oh, you don't have James.
I know. I replaced James with Ozzy.
Okay, well, that'd be better for me.
Well, I just think Ozzy's a bigger name than James.
Ozzy
Yeah, I think so.
Ozzy was almost like the Bobby John, like he, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I know I don't think they're gonna like the OnlyFans stuff, but once again, I feel like that's a bad look on them.
Right.
Yeah.
You're like that. Like, there's a lot of people that's how they make their money. They're not lesser people because
because I don't know what he's doing on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
I gotta look this all up. Who am I looking up tonight? Ozzy on OnlyFans.
Oh, geez, yeah. Well, that's
my husband's gonna love this.
That's a good $10 you're gonna spend tonight.
Well, I typed in China naked, and then all kinds of pictures showed up.
Oh yeah,
I've never seen, because I typed in China just.
Yeah, it's very enlarged down there.
Well, how bad? Oh, oh, really?
Very.
Because I feel like she was like ripped. How bad could she be naked?
No, it looks like a little penis.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't picturing that. I'm just picturing she's like ripped.
Nope. The down there.
So
I'm not
wrap it up, Johnny.
I'm gonna Google Ozzy.
Yeah, go ahead.
So who do we have for the females and who for the males? Let's all agree.
Right. Well, we fucked this all up because we're not truth be told.
Mine.
Well, hold on. Truth be told, as far as getting our people our 50% representation, we there was an emphasis in the earlier seasons on not representation. So let's counterbalance that with where we got better in casting and production in the new era and new school tribes.
So what you're saying is we might not have to do that for the old school because we will make up
because that's how they casted it back then.
Right.
Yeah. So all right. So
maybe,
So we will
Jerry.
We course corrected as in production, and we course corrected in society, which I think is amazing. I love seeing what I see now, representation wise. So casting wise, I'd like you guys to be a little studlier and less nerdy, but that's a different story.
But they always typecasted, you know what I mean? They always had the token.
Well, no, there used to be 2 nerds. Now there's 12.
Flirty, sluttier,
listen, if you get
girl, they always had,
Stephanie, if you get cast for Survivor, go to the gym. Can we all agree on that, please?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Go to the gym, learn how to swim, please.
So, Stephanie, how old were you? How old were you when you played your first season?
24.
Oh yeah, she was. Whew.
God, 24. That's young.
So and now I'm going to be 45 in December.
And still hot as fuck, Stephanie. Way to go.
Stop. Tell me more. Tell me now.
Yeah. All right. So we have for the ladies. We have for the goddesses. We have Jerry Manthe, Sandra Diaz-Twine, Stephanie LaGrossa, Cerie Fields, and Parvati Swallow. What is it? Shallow. Sure.
That's a solid list.
That's a solid list.
And then Rob
for the guys,
Coach Jervis and Ozzy. Is that what we said?
Yeah, solid.
Wow.
All right, I think we did it.
So
That was the toughest one.
Yeah.
So that's 10 right there. So then there's only going to be 10 others, is what you're saying.
Yeah. And can I throw this out there? Let's just throw this into the equation. And maybe you never know. Like, we're seeing the Golden God is going to be on Deal or No Deal Island, season 2, right?
Oh, Parv, right?
No, the Golden God from Australian Survivor.
Yeah, and she's saying and poverty.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, Deal or No Deal Island season 2 is Parvati, the Golden God from Australian Survivor, and Dr. Will from Big Brother. They just got back.
That's right. Okay, I did just see that.
Okay.
Okay.
So season 50, are we introducing maybe a Golden God or maybe a King George as a wild card into this mix?
I don't think American Survivor played. I don't think that we're there yet.
Let's just say if we did, King George is Macedonian.
He is Macedonian.
Just saying.
I don't think King George has the.
They won't do it.
Star deal in America. If I went to my work tomorrow and said,
"What did you think the Golden God could make Deal or No Deal Island on NBC?"
Yeah, that's crazy.
I wouldn't have thought that, but I think once he's
of
on there,
the options, you would have picked Survivor before Deal or No Deal Island.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
And King George has made a bigger imprint on Australian Survivor in the U.S. than the Golden God did.
Yeah. I mean, they could do it as a twist for sure.
Yeah.
I think leave the Australians out of this shit for season 50. This is a legend season for the American audience.
Yeah. Daryl, yes, it's confirmed. They just got back. Daryl, the Golden God, David Jeanette, is and Dr. Will and Parvati just finished filming Deal or No Deal Island season 2.
And that's like back to back for Parvati.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like if
and maybe another
like
back.
Traders, Deal or No Deal, then Survivor 50. That's like whoa. I guess Rob too.
Maybe another back. You never know. All right, let's go. The Golden God for the win.
Well, this is so fun. And Stephanie, thank you for doing this, because I don't know how many podcasts you do, but Johnny and I have been doing this for what, Johnny, 5-6 years now, easy.
Whenever the guy with the gun that's sitting at the edge of both of our rooms tells us we can leave, we will.
We love it. This is always so fun.
Having me. This is fun. I don't do a ton of them. I do them when I can do them, and I'm asked. But
she loves jumping on with the reality queens. So
I do. I love being on with you too. Like you guys, you make me laugh. So,
I try.
Thank you.
I try.
Yes, and so nice to meet you.
Yeah,
I love this.
and for those that think, here's the funny thing: there's a lot of people that might think Jonny Fairplay's an asshole, right? But what I got to say about that is Johnny claims that I am one of the nicest survivors, right, that Johnny's ever met. Janet Corbin adores Johnny. Stephanie LaGrossa, Tanya Vance. I have so many beautiful friends, Donathan and Wendell, that love Johnny. If Johnny was such a piece of garbage, people like us wouldn't want to have anything to do with Jonny Fairplay.
Right.
So the answer is yes. I'm the black-hearted dead grandma guy, but come on. At the end of the day, look at this guy. It's Sammy fucking Hagar. We love Jonny Fairplay. We love you, Stephanie. And all of our listeners, the one thing we all have in common is we love Survivor.
It's true.
And we cannot wait, no matter how season 50 is cast or whatever. I'm sure it's going to be beautiful, and I cannot wait to see it. I'm ready for returning players. I really am.
Yeah.
So
we all are. That's why we've been watching the challenge. Thanks, Survivor.
Yeah,
I know, right?
But where can people find you, Stephanie, online that want to kind of catch up with what you're doing? Are you active on social media?
I'm mostly on Instagram. It's under my picture. Can you see it or no? It's Steph _LaGrossa _Kendrick. You can find me there. I mean, I am just a busy stay-at-home mom most of the time, but I do some other things, so you can check it out.
There you go. And we will see everyone again super soon. And we are going to have Sari on the pod, and we're going to have
Yes.
tons of 47 pre-game coverage leading up to season 47.
And then Survivor Obsessed, me and Patrick Hines. We're
Yes.
talking Pod Save America. John Lovett, get ready. It's coming.
There you go. So we will see you all next week. Cheers, everybody, and good night.
Thank you, guys. Good night.